Masiwa kashanda kare asi hapa zororeke. Hapa zororeke. Kana vachiyangwa vachiri kushanda handi zororeke. Hapa zororeke. Imagine chamisa chaiye ari kutochaga basa. Hapa zororeke. Kana mkoma wedu borisi yakatozofira papasa. Hapa zororeke. Makure ya no kamba. Only yesterday nda kangandiri kamba. Vachingondi chamba. Ndichizama zvinozvisingambo kamba.
Now, this is part 2 of the Gin and Ju podcast in which we're discussing Miss Pinkett, Mr. Pinkett. To be a natural man, I've been accused of not giving my opinion on the subject matter. But before we continue, we must introduce everyone who's here. As always, it's me, Comrade Rasta.
And myself, Valentine Rice.
And Cupid here, the only female in the house.
And apparently we've been silencing her. So we'll give her more space in this episode.
I'm yet to answer about the separation, guys. Okay, comrade. Go ahead. You can take this platform.
Are you giving me the floor?
Yes.
No self-respecting man would go back to a woman who has been inseminated by another man. No self-respecting man would ever do that. If you want to engage in an open relationship, why get married to begin with? What's the fucking point?
So I think there's a point.
What's the point?
Okay, so when I consider the idea of an open relationship, what you realize is in the same thing as friendships. We have friends that we are close to, and we have different reasons why. For example, I can record Gin and Ju with Comrade Rasta, and then I can talk about the process with Illuminators, and then I can talk about Create Blawayo with Tonga.
It's not the same, dog.
So here's the thing.
It's not the same.
So
let's not try to redefine marriage. So what is marriage?
So that's the question.
A union between two people.
That's the question.
What are the vows that are taken when the marriage is undertaken?
Okay, so let's start with...
Because if we're ignoring the vows and we're ignoring the institution, what are we doing? What's the point of even doing it?
Okay, so that's a fair question. The reason why I say that is my ideological disposition is marriage is tied to religion, it's tied to the one man, one wife philosophy, it's tied to the no divorce philosophy, it's tied to the no sex before marriage philosophy, it's tied to together till death do us part.
Let us restrict ourselves to the vows that are normally taken.
So the reason why I'm saying that is because if you're going to break the rules of those vows, for example, till death do us part, are you comfortable with the idea of divorce? That's a question that we have to ask. Yes, and I think infidelity is a valid reason to divorce someone. So yes, which I agree with. Mm-hmm. You are absolutely in your right. In fact, if my wife cheats on me, I will consider divorce.
And if my husband cheats on me,
I will consider divorce. Yes. I'm not going to lie. And if I cheat and they consider divorce, they're completely justified.
Thank you.
But what we are talking about is this ideal does not exist in a vast majority of cases.
So why play the facade?
So that's fair.
What's the point?
So my point then becomes, if marriage is not this idealization that we have, why can we not just do what we are comfortable with?
Enter into something else, Chief.
Okay, so
if you listen, there is nothing stopping me from seeing a girl that I like and we agree to like each other for life
forever
without involving the issue of those vows.
So they didn't necessarily make the vows of one man.
Do you agree with me?
Wait, but aren't vows flexible though?
No, I'm saying
if they've made the vows, I get you. But I'm asking from the jump. Are
there standards?
Do you agree that adulthood is the ground for divorce?
Yes.
We agree.
Yes.
Do we agree that in marriage in this you can actually sue someone, right? Yes. Who's having an affair with your wife or your husband, whatever the case may be?
Yes.
Do we agree that marriage actually gives conjugal rights to the other party?
Yes.
So marriage in its confines does not involve third parties. Do we agree?
Yes.
Okay. I have a disagreement. My point is, at the point of marriage you decide not to make those vows? Because
my question is,
okay, it's not a marriage. Don't enter into it. If you're not willing to uphold those vows, then use your freedom and desist from engaging in such entanglements.
All right, my question is, are vows standardized?
They're not.
Or you can make vows
that's my opinion.
the two of you as consenting human beings.
Adults.
Exactly.
As consenting adults.
Comrades, I don't know much about the law in
Because
America.
I think in theirs it was
But I
an
think
open
in America,
marriage.
even in America, you are not allowed to engage in bigamy. In Zimbabwe, I know this for a fact. You can actually sue someone who fucks your wife.
Okay,
That's a fact.
So if this is not about law, though, and you agree.
What do you mean it's not about law? The
It's about
marriage is about law, chief.
Okay.
No, but if we bring law, it needs to also bring in religion.
Because here's the thing. What we are saying is we want, if the law is wrong,
The law is wrong.
we can challenge the law.
Jesus
we can
Christ,
make
Valentine,
we can make amendments to the law. If
Because
we don't
if we bring
agree
in
with
the
what the
law-
law says, we can make changes. So, for example,
Exactly.
the law at some point said that you can marry a 16-year-old. We're like, no, we want to make it 18. So we raise the age to 18. If we think that polygamy should be allowed, we can change the law and say polygamy should be allowed.
No, it's actually allowed, chief.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, okay, let's give Cupid a chance to defend this separation issue.
Thank you. So I think you already mentioned with the divorce,
Yeah.
like giving it, like thinking about it. If someone is infidel, I would think about divorce, yes.
Yes. Let's not sugarcoat it.
And even during
if someone
separation.
cheats on you, the option of separating with them is on the table.
Case in
Yes.
point gets impaled.
Exactly. So would I think about it? Yes. But given the situation, I would also consider other factors. Like I told you, the kids. I would think about the kids.
Garavana.
Which is actually what's circulating
Yeah,
in
so-
social media. They're just saying,
I think we need to-
because
They're not babies.
We
As
need to
women-
start thinking about this Garavana business.
What
Exactly,
example
because-
are you setting for your
because
kid,
for
bruh?
women, you expect
No
us
one
to
fucks around when
stay.
you, no, chief, you are free to leave if I fuck around.
Okay.
I don't
Now
that's
that you
true.
said
That's
You
true.
can leave
it's fine.
if you want.
Okay.
But I'm saying,
That's
as a
true.
self-respecting man, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know for the fact that your wife is inseminated by someone else, and you stay.
But she's
Let me
not
tell you
pregnant.
something.
She's not.
Listen. The lack of empathy there on Jada's part.
Yeah, Jada's lack of
let-
empathy was wrong.
Let me go deeper.
Yeah.
I believe if a woman really sees you to be a fucking cock, you have no self-respect. She knows that you are there to stay. Despite whatever she may do, she will lose respect for you. That's just a fact.
I think the fact that
So
they
the fact
got
that you
back
just
together
accept-
after the separation.
So let me go deeper. Let me go deeper. Let me go deeper.
Comrade.
Let me go deeper. It's not just about them saying that those states about her making light of the situation.
That was
Making
wrong.
admission.
I hated that.
Do you know-
I hated that.
Do you know why?
Okay, I
don't
can't
like
defend-
that part. I hate.
I can't
Do you know
defend
why?
her.
Do you know
The
why?
making light part is like it irks me even now.
do you know-
Especially because it was in public, bro. Like it's in public. Like
Valentine.
the least
And
you
the
can
fact
do.
that
The
she
least
said-
you can do is be sorry.
Valentine, your only power as a man in a relationship is
to
your
leave.
capacity to walk the fuck away.
I agree.
But even as a
knows.
woman, you
Listen.
have that power, though.
It's fine.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
as men,
It's okay.
As men, that we
If someone has your balls in her hands, like that, where she knows she can fuck around and you won't go anywhere, trust me, this won't be the last time she fucks around.
okay, so here's what I say.
Okay.
Trust me.
Here's what I say.
And again,
I disagree.
Wait, let me finish.
I disagree with you.
Trust me, this is not the first time it has happened.
Okay, so here's what I say. I say this idea that it will happen again
It will.
is something that
It will.
I know. So it's something that is interesting. Why? I say a couple of things. The first is just because you forgave someone after they cheated on you doesn't
The
mean
first
that
time.
you should always forgive them.
Exactly.
If it happens again, if you suspect it happens again, if you think they'll do it again, if any of those situations exist, yes, you would walk away. I think it is possible for situations and relationships to get to really low points where you understand why someone did something that they did, and you don't think that this is this is something that is normal.
Oh, she did a healing. She did a healing.
She needed to feel good.
Yeah, you're a clown.
No,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, bro. Let me tell you something. As a man in a relationship, should you get in a relationship, you must have clear boundaries.
Okay, so I'll ask you a question. If you cheat on a woman that you're with, would you ask for forgiveness and want her to forgive you?
Yeah, of course, bro. The ball is in my court, bro. I want that. But I'm saying,
So why
will you lose respect for her if she does forgive you?
I know I can do it again, Chief.
And you want her to forgive you the second time?
Obvious, because I love her. Listen. What I'm saying is, you must be congruent as a man. You must have your boundaries that are set, and she must know. Choosing to do this is choosing for this relationship to be over. So now, if it's not over, if someone can breach your boundaries, Chief, and nothing happens, you have shown that you are willing and accepting of such behavior because you are staying.
And maybe
I have left girls for less, Chief.
Same here.
Far less than that.
I've left girls for asking me who's on your profile picture. Like I just don't have the
you're
energy.
not above it.
I just don't have the energy to explain who's on my profile picture. So my point.
So with that, you know,
so my point
appreciation of who you are, you would say that some man comes and inseminates your wife several times, and then you will be willing to be in a position where you can talk it over.
If she asks for forgiveness,
if she asks for forgiveness and I can understand why it happened.
Because like we said before, sex between a male and a female is the same as sex between a female and a man.
Don't take me back
so,
there, man.
No,
it's not the same.
We have to.
Okay, so let's hear what Cupid.
For me to explain this point, it's just the same. If you cheat and you ask for forgiveness, you're expecting for her to forgive you. But if she cheats,
and you said you were going to respect her after she forgives you.
Exactly. But if she cheats and she asks for forgiveness, you don't want us to respect you for forgiving
Listen,
her.
if it's one of your boundaries that if you cheat you leave, that's one of your boundaries.
Okay, but we don't know.
Those are one of the conditions. Yeah, he's a clown.
Then we're all
Let's widen the scope. Let's widen the scope. What if both of you can do it? Let's ask that question.
Because we're separated.
Why? What's the fucking point?
For bigger issues.
What's the issue?
Maybe the kids. Maybe
the love, the kids, the family,
whatever.
The extended family.
Okay.
The forever.
That's the only female that's here. You guys know for a fact that a guy can fuck a prostitute and leave $3 and be done with it.
Exactly.
Right?
Yes.
Right? But we don't see that women don't want to get fucked. My guy.
And not that they don't do it.
It's not that they don't want to get fucked, but you don't see a market for ninjas just chilling by the road there for women to pull up and allow a guy and then they pay.
But do your research.
Listen. Let me go deeper, Chief.
Yeah.
A man has got the capacity to fuck a woman and not even remember the next day.
That's true.
That's a fact.
I think women can do that too.
So does a woman.
Don't make that up. No, I'm going to ask you.
I think women
I'm going to ask you. I'm going to ask you, Cupid. I don't know if you're anonymous. Are you anonymous?
Yeah,
it's a very deep question I'm going to ask you.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not anonymous. Everyone knows I'm Cupid.
It's fine. So, you ask the question. Ask the question. It's important to ask the question. If she doesn't want to answer it, she won't. But ask the question.
Ask the question.
Do you have the capacity, right?
To forget.
No, don't jump the gun. Allow me to ask my question.
Okay, go ahead.
I don't know if you ever have, those times when you really feel like you need the need. Huh?
Okay, yeah, ask the question.
Do you have the capacity to walk up to Mr. Valentine and offer him $10, right, for him to fuck you?
If he's a sex worker, yes.
You have the capacity?
Yes.
Okay. Women are savages, bro.
I'll applaud.
Equality.
I was not aware.
Equality.
There are women savages.
I was not aware.
Dude, I think maybe
I was not aware.
part of the reason why I think
And why I'm not aware is the fact that there is no market for these niggas.
no, I know that. No, there is. And let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. I was in the debate and public speaking space, and and this is part of the reason why I say I see myself as well doing that. They were savages, bro. I wasn't ready for the amount of like passionless and like say okay, so Illuminators is busy in the space. Admit that
And
this
it's
exists.
itching right now to
This exists. There were women who were having sex with 3 guys in one night
All I'm saying
for
is,
free because they wanted to, without a relationship attached to it.
seeing
There
as the market
was-
does not exist, ladies, if you're out there and you're
The
looking
streets.
for a market, do get in touch with the podcast producer. And know that as men who believe in gender equality, I would like to be at the forefront of initiating the market for you
Belongs
women
to the
who
streets.
need. So yes, like, subscribe,
Mayor of the
get
streets,
in
people.
touch, get in touch with the
Okay, fine.
Mayor
Let
of
me
the
change
streets.
my position.
Yes, please.
I have now been, told.
Enlightened.
I've been enlightened,
Yes.
illuminated.
I think
To the point where women are just as trashy as
they are.
Yes, we
They're trash
are.
women, they're trash
You
men.
allowed
It's not
us to
gender.
be.
No,
Yes.
not
gender
trash
specific.
men. We are both trash.
We are both trash.
genders are
Yeah.
trash.
I agree.
Then what is the point of engaging in these?
No, but
proposed
Very
monogamous?
so I'll give you a good example. Exactly what you said. Why would you have a girlfriend if you can go just pay someone for sex, right? So it's
That's a good question.
so the same. Exactly, it's a good question. Which is why some people don't have girlfriends. Please don't ask me why I'm single. So I don't belong to this. But my point is, in the same way that some people have friends with benefits, in the same way some people just go and pay people for sex, in the same way some people have relationships, it's the same way that some people have marriages. It's like all of these things exist on a spectrum. There are things that we look for in our relationships, which is why I'm very, very comfortable. So I think maybe this is just me, like, refusing to accept the idea of monogamy and trying to justify it for myself.
But that's you.
That's me.
Exactly.
I know that monogamy is difficult for me,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah.
I accept that. And what I'm saying is, because I believe in the equality of sexes, and I know that monogamy is difficult for me,
Yeah.
then I'm not going to be judgmental about what
A woman.
a woman
can
does.
do. Yeah.
Right? So from that perspective, in the same way that I'm not saying that if I cheat, I want you to forgive me. I expect you to forgive me. I'm saying if I cheat, I want you to forgive me. And I'll respect you after you forgive me.
And
So
even
if
after I don't.
But if I do it again,
Yeah.
or even if the first time you say I don't want you again, I'll respect you for that. All I'm saying is, in the same way that I know that this is something that I want, I need to be in a position to accept that this is something that a woman can want, and I should be able to at the very least, consider it.
I don't know. Maybe it's a rumor, but I heard that normal men, have like 17 times. Let me finish. Have got about 17 times more testosterone than women. 17 times.
No, it's true. It's true.
17 times. And this
Yeah,
is
it's a
what
hormone, so
causes
it's
your
true.
urges.
Yeah.
Especially sexual urges, right? Even for women as well.
Yeah. It's
So
yeah.
the battle against urges is not the same for men as women. You cannot equate the two by virtue of that standalone fact.
Yeah, true. But for women,
17 times more.
Okay, what's Cupid's response?
it's fine. For women, it varies with your cycle. You do know that, right?
Of course, even during your
It goes
ovulation,
higher.
even during your ovulation, you do not know the struggle of battling with your penis. And
Okay, I
you
wouldn't
will
know.
Never
I
know it.
wouldn't know, and I wouldn't
Because
want
you
to know.
never reach that level of testosterone in your body.
Exactly.
Never, ever, ever.
Okay, so
I am saying,
I'll say this.
listen,
I'll say this.
listen.
I just want to support. I'll just say this to support it, but not support you. I know
What?
the struggle against urges is real.
Yeah.
I don't know what women go through.
Yeah.
I'm hesitant to accept your science.
17 times more testosterone, my guy. That's what causes. That is what causes people to wanna
That
fuck.
difference exists. if that difference exists,
The 17 times,
Then
yeah. Then if it's a
then I
fact,
understand.
we can accept.
I understand. But I don't know enough. I don't know.
So the struggle is not the same,
I've never
Chief.
been a woman. I don't know what.
Listen,
the struggle
listen.
is a woman is.
Listen. If you were to go out there to every woman you see in Rodum and say, you're offering up dick, I'm ready to fuck you, right? Most of them will just slap you and leave.
Not most. All of them. Literally, if you go and do that,
you'll be surprised.
You'd be
No,
surprised.
I just walk up to a woman and say, I want to have sex.
You'll
And
be
she says,
surprised. You'll be surprised.
surprised.
You'll be surprised.
No, let me say.
These streets,
No,
guys.
Chief, I'm telling you, you'll be surprised. Let's just leave it there. We'll not go deeper. You'll be surprised. But flip that. Let Cupid just go up to a random guy and say, I think you're really cute. I really want to fuck you.
Does she have to keep it?
No,
Yo. Can we
if she's to make the same proposition to most guys, chances are 9 out of 10 of those guys will say, where are we going? Even 10 out of 10. So it tells you that on some level, women are the fairer sex. They've got
true.
more. Now you
More
agree with me.
control.
Yeah.
No, I said if wait,
I'm
I
hesitant
said
going. Okay, so here's my thing with all of that.
Wait.
So I'm just really hesitant. I'm just
You're a
really
woman.
hesitant going to male gender, male-female dichotomies. and-
Why are you hesitant?
no.
Because I've never been a woman.
No.
So I don't know.
Well,
So I
biology.
don't know.
Wait, for
Yeah,
me,
well, that's why she's
when
saying
he said 17
It's biology.
times, and if it's a fact, I said I agree with you. That's why now I'm saying I agree with
So
you.
yeah, so
Because if it is a fact, then facts are facts.
Let's go further. Let's
Yeah.
go deeper.
Yeah.
You didn't just say that statistic for nothing.
So
You
it's
said
fact.
that so
It's
that
a
he can
fact.
say this. Yeah.
Are you going to speak for me?
The implication that
Are you going to speak for
yes,
me?
I will speak for you.
Okay.
Your implication is then men are
Justified.
justified for cheating because their urges.
I didn't say they're justified.
Not just okay. So men is better.
I'm a man of honor. I don't make promises I can't keep, Chief.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what are you saying?
I'm
Say it with
saying
your own mouth.
men are more susceptible to fucking around than women.
True, but it doesn't stop.
But
a
if
woman
I
from
say that
doing
I
it.
want to commit to a particular woman, then yeah, bruh, I deserve to be castigated for fucking around. But I don't see that happening anytime soon.
And that's
Or ever.
All right. So I think our next one of not our next because we might do something different, but one of the things that we are going to have to speak on this Gin and Jew podcast is should we get married at all? I feel like
It's rubbish.
let's talk Cupid. Let's go to
Okay.
Cupid. What is your view on marriage, Cupid?
Marriage is a union between two people, and those two people, it's up to them to decide what they bring to the marriage, what the borders you were talking about, the borders that they can bring to this marriage.
But are you
Do you
really
want
For
want
me,
it?
if
Do you
it's
want
in
it?
it,
Do you want-
sorry,
do you
I'm
want
out.
it? Do you
Do you
want
want to get
it?
married?
Of course, I want it.
Do you have to? Do you want to get
Yes,
married?
I want
Why?
it.
Time to get 60. No, it's fine. Finish.
Why do you want to get married?
It's fine. Jeez.
Because I'll tell you this. I
Okay.
have a family member who said marriage is a necessary evil. So it's one
Evil.
so
Yes,
for me
because it.
so for me it's one of those things where I won't say that I want to get married, but I can see the need to get married ideologically, and I could submit myself to marriage.
Okay, let me just drop
Okay.
one bar. I think maybe the next discussion should be who needs marriage, men or women?
That's a good question. But
Okay,
let's
can
get-
I
let-
answer that? And
yes.
can I then answer why I want to get married?
Yeah.
I'll answer that one first because it's easier.
Okay.
I think both of them. Let me answer why. For one,
Yeah.
it will control the man. Like you said, you want to.
So why is that to
To
the men's
give-
benefit? If you
Okay, now you're putting me in the spot.
Allow it to answer.
You're
Allow it
putting
to
me
answer.
in the spot.
okay.
Why I'm saying this, it's because it will control you not to mess around with a million women.
What's wrong
Like
with a
you-
million women, man?
Allow it to answer.
Okay, there's nothing. Now I'm just cornered. I'm sorry. I am now
So
just
why
cornered.
do you want to get married? Tell us the truth. This is Gin and Jew.
Okay.
Like, it's about truth. Why do you want to get
For
married?
me, first of all, I want to have kids. And I need...
Do you need marriage? to have
Wait,
kids?
yes, I'm about to
In
answer.
bed.
I actually said need.
Okay.
I need to have my kids with one partner.
Okay.
And I need this partner to help me raise the kids. Forever.
Okay, what if you can find someone
Okay.
who's willing to raise your children with you forever outside the scope of marriage? Because this is what Jada and Will supposedly were in. To the
They
point where
agreed,
they were
yeah.
now raising their 2 children together
Together.
without being married, possibly without even staying in the same household.
Yeah, I don't want that.
Why?
I want same household, doing everything together.
Okay, fine. A very controversial man.
Keyword is together.
So that you guys want to listen to the next podcast. A very controversial man who I respect.
I knew you were going to
I
bring him out.
respect
I
this
was
man.
surprised. I'm surprised you took
I
this long.
respect this man. I
What
respect
is
this
that man's
man.
name?
His name is Rolo Tomo.
Finally!
The rational male.
Is that go deeper? Please, guys,
If you have any self-respect and you're a man, follow this guy on Twitter. I mean, he doesn't know me, but he has changed my life.
it's at Rational Male. That's his handle.
And he has a book, The Rational Male.
Exactly.
Okay.
So what he said is that for one sex's sexual strategy to succeed, the other sex must abandon their own. As a
Other
man,
sex is
let me finish. Other sex, male, female, right?
Okay.
For a man, his most efficient reproductive strategy is to inseminate and bounce. That would be the most advantageous sexual strategy to adopt if you want to have as many kids as possible, right? Which is why we're here. I didn't mean to refer to the other podcast, but that's why we're here.
Okay, yeah.
Perpetuation of the species. If you're a guy, you want your genes to continue inseminate as
My
many women as
silence
you
is
can.
not agreement.
It's okay.
For the record.
This is a matter of science, right? Then for women, their reproductive strategy is to get a person with superior genes, right, to inseminate them and have a person who's dependable and a good provider to help take care of those kids. And I must add, those two are not always in the same pot. She can be screwed by child, then
Yeah.
Mr. Someone else takes care of the kid. So the moment you find yourself married to a woman, committing to a woman and you have testicles, you have abandoned your own sexual strategy and you've acceded to hers.
Thank you.
Biology. Instinct.
Biology.
Okay.
Science.
Biology.
I think I like his explanation more.
I'll tell you.
The second part where he explains.
Okay, so Cupid.
That's
Okay,
exactly,
let's allow Cupid to
that's
respond.
exactly the marriage that I described and explained. The
She agrees.
reason why I
She
want
agrees.
to enter
Okay,
marriage.
she agrees.
I agree.
And you know what's messed up for guys who choose to commit?
Yeah.
It is when your wife is being impelled by August. Right? While you don't know, she gets inseminated by August. And you take care of those children because you have committed
Including
to one.
August child.
Maybe all of them are August children.
Okay. So
That's the risk you take when you commit to a woman if you've got testicles out there, guys. Don't do it.
Yes,
Okay.
Don't do it.
So I am going to say this. I neither accept nor deny the biology nor the sexual strategy that Comrade Rasta has presented. I want, however, to say this. I believe ideologically in the idea of one man and one wife from a theistic standpoint,
Oh.
Wow.
from a religious standpoint.
Yeah.
What that means is even at the point at which that theology supports a gender strategy, I support the institution of marriage ideologically.
But when did the institution of marriage begin? Go Google it and find out why marriage as an institution was created.
Okay,
in
so-
an era when men were naturally monogamous,
so-
as to not be limited
okay, so
by this monogamous
this-
idea of one
this is-
woman Go Google it.
Okay, this.
And tell me.
Wait.
Valentine, I have a sister. In case you want to get married.
Okay.
I'm ready for you to be
leave
my
the last
partner.
word to Cupid.
With the question or
Yeah, last word. You have the final say in this podcast.
okay, with the Jada and Will situation.
If that's what you want to talk about.
Okay. Hey, this is a conclusion of my views. Yo, pressure. So much pressure. Okay, I actually respect Will. Because very few men Rasta over there would
Rasta's losing his mind.
Exactly. I actually respect Will for honoring his marriage. Till death do us part. Because you expect a woman to forgive you when you cheat, but you can't forgive a woman.
We'll allow Cupid the last word.
Thank you. I could be beaten up in here right now. Like, this man is just itching to talk. But at the same time,
Yeah.
Jada she wasn't apologetic. I'm sorry. She did not show that she was. I don't know what happened behind the scenes. I don't know if she apologized in their house, but what the hell is an entanglement? Even I'm just like, are you serious right now?
Yeah.
When she had to explain her position. So I do not agree with Jada, but at the same time, I respect Will.
Okay. Thank you for coming to this 2-part Gin and Jew podcast. We know that even us, we are still opinionated, and this could have been a 2-hour podcast.
True.
But the last word has been had by Cupid on the podcast, but you can continue to engage with us. On Twitter, you can find my podcast host at Comrade Rasta. Myself, I'm at Valentine Makoni on Twitter, but the name is Valentine Writes. Yes, I have a name that I use for this podcast. This is a different identity. I don't know you if you look at me. But yes, we thank you, and we hope to hear your views. And don't hide behind everyone's allowed to have their opinion. That's a very cowardly move.
Or the law.
Or the law. Tell us what you think. We are curious.
Are we sure we're done? I don't know.
Yes, we
I feel
are.
attacked.
Kana vachiyangwa vachiri kushanda handizorore ine Imagine chamisa chaiye ari kutotsvaga basa Kana mkoma wedu Borisi yakatozofira pabasa Makore anofamba Only yesterday ndakanga ndiri kamba Vanhu vachingondichamba Ndichizama zvinhu zvisingambofamba